crawling critters. On the left side of the tracks, we might notice some of that pine straw and dirt is a little bit roughed up. So I have my second trivia question for y'all. I want you to try and guess which critter you think is responsible. Tell me, number 1, if you think it's an armadillo. Number 2, if you think it's a wild hog. Or number 3, if you think it's a black bear. What do y'all think?
Where?
Okay, I've seen a few answers. Some of y'all are right. It is wild hogs. Now, wild hogs are actually an invasive species out here, so a lot of that digging up they do is not helpful for the native plants and animals. But we do have plenty of armadillos, possums, raccoons, foxes, and a few black bear out here, which are all native to the region. So if any of them go digging around in the dirt, we're not too worried about it.
Trail cam there.
Did you see a trail cam?
Now, I want to back around this particular curve, but we started to notice some pretty large droppings next to the tracks. And we wanted to find out who's partying all night. So we set up a couple of trail cams, and we found ourselves a 600-pound American black bear. We have named him Bubbles. And on occasion, Bubbles will give us a lovely photo shoot with those trail cams at night. But for the most part, Bubbles is a very sweet bear. He only poops next to the tracks and never on them. And here at the Okeefenokee Swamp Park, we appreciate that kind of generosity.
Build my house there.
It's already halfway cleared.
Right.
And it's got a train to get home.
So you can get to the grocery store.
We are now entering into our birding area. There are over 200 species of birds that live out here in the swamp, either all year round or migratorily. One of my personal favorite is the gray blue heron. These guys go up to about 4 feet tall and are some of the best fishers in the swamp. Now they are partially migratory, so if there's plenty of food up here, not too much competition, and they don't mind the weather, they'll stick around through the winter. But most of them will fly south. Now the swamp is home to loads of biodiversity, as it also has over 200 species of butterflies, including the eastern tiger swallowtail butterfly, which is the state butterfly of Georgia. The swamp also has 37 species of amphibians, 50 species of mammals, and 64 species of reptiles, with the most famous, of course, being our American alligator. Now, as we get into these warmer temperatures, our gators will start becoming more active. They don't have to worry about saving energy and trying to stay warm during the day. They can usually sunbathe, and then they can focus their energy on hunting or flirting.
I thought it was a pheasant, maybe, but
Oh, is
yeah.
it a peasant?
I think it's a turkey.
Oh, looks good.
Right, it's skinnier than our turkey.
Not blind.
And if you guys will look on the right, there is a wild turkey who is running for his life.
Here's his wife. Who's a smart cookie?
He is
He crossed the railroad tracks.
Why did the turkey cross the tracks?
Around here sometimes, but I will say there's at least one who is pretty crazy and does run towards the cars sometime. So always be careful when you're leaving the park. Now, if you guys will take a good look at this beautiful pond here on the right, I do have my last trivia question for y'all, and it's a 50-50, so you've got a good shot, okay? If you think the pond here is natural, give me a thumbs up. Or if you think it is man-made, give me a thumbs down. What do y'all think? Okay, I'm seeing some mixed reviews, but I think most of y'all got it right. So, it is man-made. Now, after that 2007 wildfire, our rescue team realized they had a pretty hard time finding open resources of water to pick up and help put out the firewood. Now, you might think, this is a swamp. There's water all over the place. And you're absolutely correct. But most of that is underground, and all of it comes from rainfall. It's usually only a few feet deep if it's above ground, and as you can see, there is vegetation all over the place. These tall pine trees make it pretty hard for a helicopter to lower itself and pick up water. So we built this reservoir right here, not only for any animal to take a sip or a dip if it would like, but in the event that we ever need that resource again, we have it right here available to us.
That's how we do it.